21 days. I also actually wanted to read you something. Let me see if I can find that. What'd she say? Could you please take the time? Oh, Ludmilla? Okay, no, she was already. Okay. Let me read you something, because we've been talking about this before the 21st of this month, how powerful it is. And I just wanted to read you something and then get into what I wanted to share. So, planets will align, causing a rare Christmas star to appear in the sky this December. On December 21st, Saturn and Jupiter will align into a beautiful, bright star. This is the first time they align like this since the Middle Ages. These two planets align. The last time they aligned, everybody, was March 4th, I don't even know how to say this, 1226. According to the astronomers. Alignment between these two planets are rather rare, occurring only every 20 years or so, but this conjunction is exceptionally rare because of how close the planets will appear to be to one another. You have to go all the way back to 1226 for this to have happened before. So there's something very powerful coming up, and what Josh and I had begun on the first was this group of us that are really working together, and I hope you jump into this, whether or not you've joined the Facebook page or not, but to do this real deep cleaning work inside of yourself. And one of the things and reasons is because the energies that are being moved through this planetary energy and through the winter solstice and everything else that's taking place during this time is that we're elevating. We're moving toward this, we've been calling it the Aquarian Age for a very long time, this place where there's a grand shift in consciousness. And the way to receive that shift in consciousness is to really clean this body, clean this mind in the best possible way you can. And what Josh and I have offered is the mantra, I am. So I'm just going to share that with you a little bit. So close your eyes. Just begin, as you listen to me, to repeat just a soft I am inside of yourself. The minute you allow yourself to the beauty that you are, to really fully receive that beauty that you are, it will be that sense of I am. It's very powerful. Let everything be set aside and just let yourself feel that vibration of that I am. All your problems, all your insecurities, they melt away when you embrace yourself as I am. See yourselves as nature that has birth and death, but is always radiant. I am. The minute that you recognize the I am as yourself, then you begin to see all beings as I am. Capital I, capital A, capital M. I am awareness. I am energy. Your body is pulsating in these patterns of energy. I am spirit made manifest. I am. And the more you travel into this space of I am and you find this eternal love, then no longer do you look outside of yourself for that sense of love. See, one of the interesting things of falling in love is that when you meet someone, there's an inspiration from them to open up that place of love inside of you, and somehow we think it's them. We think it's them that created that love, but it's the love inside of us that was opened. And so once that I am is open, that place of love is open, then all we see is I am. All we see is love. I know this is like a big, big thing, but it's so simple. Keep repeating inside of yourself, I am. And the interesting thing also is that a lot of our difficulties will start to disappear, and any places in our body or personality that we've had conflict with disappears, and we start to recognize that any of the karmas that we must go through are perfectly fine. We repeat, I am. Enter into I am. One of the thoughts I was having was to rest in the idea of I am, is to think of Hanuman. Because Hanuman was asked by Ram, "Who are you?" And Hanuman said, "When I do not know who I am, I serve you. And when I know who I am you. I am." So throughout the day today, when you feel yourself being maybe out of sync or something doesn't feel quite right, just repeat, "I am. I am. I am." Bring your hands together at your heart center. Inhale deeply for the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Release your hands, open your eyes. Come onto your hands and knees. Go ahead and press back to child's pose. Rest in the I am. We open up to that kind of love, where that no longer we look outside of ourselves for love, but we know that it's the inspiration that opens up our hearts. If anything at all involves closing our heart, we can't afford that. So we return back to the I am consciousness. It's very soothing, but more than soothing, it is. Come on up, downward facing dog. And let your body feel that sweet surrender through your hands and through your feet. Maybe bend your knees and maybe let your knees drop to the right and then drop to the left. And maybe if you let your knees drop to the right, stay there for a moment and then press your hips high to the sky with your knees dropped to one side. And then switch to the other side. Let your spine feel that really beautiful movement. Let your breath feel that movement. And then come to the stillness of downward facing dog. I am. Let your breath get deeper and longer and sweeter. And feel that gentle lift from the middle of your wrists. And go ahead and walk your feet up to your hands, standing forward bend. And then inhale your arms out and up to the sky. And let your palms float down to your heart center. Close your eyes for a moment. There's so many names we give to ourselves, and that's really spectacular because we have so many opportunities in this world to be who we are. But travel back to that place of I am. Surya Namaskar. Inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bow forward. Take your left leg back behind you. Lower your knee. Inhale your arms to the sky. Exhale, bow forward. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Rise up into Cobra Bhujangasana. Press back, downward facing dog. And stepping your left foot forward, lower your right knee. Inhale your arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Exhale your hands down to the floor. Step to the front of your mat. Inhale the arms out and up to the sky. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Close your eyes and feel your pulsation. Surya Namaskar. Salutation to that sun within you. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, bow forward. Send that left leg back behind you. Drop the knee. Inhale the arms to the sky. Exhale the hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Rise up into cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale the left foot forward. Drop the back knee. Take the arms to the sky. Exhale the hands down to the floor. Step to the front of the mat. Standing forward bend. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale the hands to your heart center. So sometimes it's nice to do sun salutations to celebrate a birthday. But 33 sun salutations. How old are you, Lauren?
26.
26 sun salutations. How old are you, Veronica? No, just kidding. I'll just do one more. Here we go. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, bow forward. Left leg back, drop the knee. Inhale the arms to the sky. Exhale the hands down to the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Exhale. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward. Drop the back knee. Inhale the arms to the sky. Big inhale. Reach to the sky. Reach to the sun. Hands down to the floor. Step to the front of the mat. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale the hands to your heart center. Relax your arms alongside the body. Keep your eyes closed and just feel the pulsation. Perfection in action. That's another way to translate yoga. Perfection in action. Turn your feet wide and come into squat or chair. I give chair if squat is not possible for you. If squat is possible, go deep down into that first primal energy. Connect deeply with the earth energy here. I am. I am. I took a deep leap of faith for Hanuman. When I do not know myself, I serve you. When I know who I am you. We are one. Standing forward, bend please. Good, bend your knees. Alex, bend your knees a little bit so you take it out, yeah. Good, take the tops of your thighs back and wide. Everybody can take their knees slightly into that bent version. And then take your knees wide, inner thighs wide, but hug your shins in. Even take your hands down by your outer shins and squeeze them in as you're widening your knees and you're widening your inner thighs. Now push your sit bones wide, super wide. Scoop your low belly. And then do a deep bow here, deep bow. You can even here wrap your arms around the backs of your calf muscles and hold opposite elbows or wrists. And just giving that sense of hugging in but pulling wide. Spaciousness. Good. Release your hands down to the floor. Step your left leg back behind you into a lunge. Bring both hands inside your right foot. Both hands in. Good. Do little hip circles here for just a moment. Move those hips. I am. Consciousness. Supreme consciousness. Good, and then come to stillness, and then either come down to your elbows, or you can put blocks underneath your elbows, or just stay where you are with straight arms. But notice how you can find that right hip to move a little bit wider, round in that belly. Either drop the back knee or keep it lifted. Nice. Really nice. Good, Nancy. Make sure that knee is pointing at that second toe. Good, and then walk yourself back up to straight arms if you came down to your elbows, and walk to your left side. Walk, 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 turn left, left, left. Parallel your feet. And then bow forward, Prasarita Padottanasana. So think of those arches, lifting those arches by pressing down big toe and baby toe equally. But keep thinking of squeezing in those shins, hugging in those shins. And if you need to, reach your arms to those outer shins and pull them in. And then widen the knees, widen the inner thighs. Sit bones wide. And then breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. Now walk back toward the front foot. Good, turn your front foot forward, drop your back knee, please. And then you might want blocks here underneath your hands. I want you to move back and forth between straightening your front leg, so go ahead and frame your front foot this time, and bending it. Yeah, straighten it, come up to the heel, dig down, pull back, and then bend it. Yep. I would personally put blocks underneath my hands, but it really depends on your arms and your legs, how long they are. Good, pull back. Lean forward, then pull back. And keep thinking of taking your right sit bone nice and wide every time you come back. Nice, everybody. Very soothing, that rocking, rocking, rocking. Good. Okay, and from here, downward facing dog. Take it forward to plank. From down dog to plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Rise up into cobra. Open your mouth, stick out your tongue. Downward facing dog. Beautiful, everybody. Step your left foot forward. Bring both hands inside. And do some hip circles here. So again, Alex, really think of moving those hips wide, that left specifically, wide to the left. You can do the circles first, but when we come into the stability, keep it wide, keep pushing. Yeah. Keep the shin hugging in, though. Gorgeous. Keep the breath moving nice, Allison. Beautiful. You got it. Uh-huh. And then come to that stillness and either come down to your elbows. Good, Ralph. Yep. Keep pressing the sit bones wide. Scoop the low belly. Soften through the heart. Breathing deep. In through the nose and out through the nose. Gentleness that you bring to I am. We make things so difficult. We just return over and over to the consciousness that we are. A lot of what we find to be the problems will fall away. Just seeing from a different perspective. Because we see that some of the problems that are coming are just karmas. We're just playing out relationships that we need to learn from. Good. From here, go ahead and lift that knee if it's lowered and walk to your right so you come to the center of your mat, parallel your feet. And again, feel that really nice connection between baby toe and big toe. Don't collapse your shins. Keep your ankles and your shins very active here. Squeeze them in, but widen your knees. Great, Angela. And then a deep bow. Nice, Pam. Deep bow. The spine gets length. Great. Yep. Keep the rib cage drawn in. Don't drop the ribs. Find that peaceful place here. Beautiful, Andra. Nice, Susan. Through the nose and out through the nose. And then so sweetly walk your hands back to the front of your mat. Drop your back knee. And then begin that floating between the lunge and the Ardha Hanumanasana. So the knee is bent, and then the leg is straight. The knee is bent. And then straightening the leg and pulling onto that heel. Draw back. Good, Linda. Yep, you got it. Just feel that rocking motion. Nice, Janet. I probably here, Gwen, would take your hands and frame the front foot. And if it feels better doing what you were doing, sure, go back and do it. But see what the difference might be. And again, go by what feels best for you. Come up to that heel, drag. Oh, you know why it's easier for you to do the other way? Because you don't have blocks underneath your hands. Just a suggestion. This was my practice yesterday, and it felt so good.
Filled with blocks.
Good. Make sure when you move back that you draw that heel down, you pull back. Good. One more. Nice. Really nice. Downward facing dog. From downward dog, inhale the right leg back and up behind you. Down dog split. And then bring your right knee forward for pigeon. Squeeze your knees toward each other. And if you have a block here, I'm a big fan of putting your forehead on the block. See how it feels for you. Keep squeezing the knees toward each other, lifting the low belly. And again, making sure that you're not shortening that left side of the body. So make sure that you're pushing both sit bones nice and wide. I was listening to Ram Dass last night speak, and one of the things that I loved that he said was when he went to India, his guru, right, named Kurali Baba, he went to ask him, how is it that I can free myself? And Neem Karoli Baba's answer was feed people. And Ram Dass thought, well, he must be joking. I came all the way to India to sit at the foot of my guru and ask questions, and he said something so ridiculous. So let me ask him a different way. Maybe he didn't understand me. So he said, Maharaj, he said, how do I become enlightened? And he said, serve people. Seeing the I am in yourself and in each other. So the love flows so beautifully. Enjoy your breath here. And if you're lying on your back, maybe stay there for another couple of breaths. If you would like to, walk your hands up and take the twisting thigh stretch. So you're going to reach your right hand back for your left ankle. And even here you could flow a little bit by pulling the heel in and then drawing it back and opening the shoulder, pulling the heel in toward the outer hip and then stretching it back. Keep squeezing the knees toward each other. Yeah. Very good. Nice. And release, downward facing dog. Really nice. Good, nice, Ronnie, Kathy, Patrice. Take it through a vinyasa of your choice or none at all. Great, Nancy. And then here we go. Inhale that left leg back and up behind you. Send the knee forward, Ekapada Raja Kapotasana, pigeon pose. Beautiful. Point those toes down to the floor, widen that hip. Oh, good. Scoop that low belly a lot. Scoop that low belly a lot. Nice. Good, Allison. Great, Meredith. Come on forward, forehead, to the mat or a block. Breathe in and breathe out. I am. See all of you as I am. Write it on a piece of paper and put it on your refrigerator. I am. Cosmic intelligence. Recognize I am as you. And then you'll recognize it in all beings. This is what this time is offering us, is to return to that place of love that's flowing. And it may seem difficult to imagine, but if we do attune ourselves with the energies of the cosmos, if we trust in the intelligence. If you'd like to walk yourself up and take that twisting thigh stretch, if you're on your back, stay there a little longer. Although I don't know that anybody's on there. Oh yeah, Ellen's on your back. Okay, cool. I see you. Good, and again, move that shin away from you and then toward you. Keep digging that knee down and pulling it forward. So there's this real sense of support. Really good. Shoulder opening. Nice Katrin, and release, downward facing dog. Okay, step your right foot forward, please. Bring your left foot in just enough so both legs go straight. Make sure your left foot is not directly behind your right. Press your seat back and wide. Lauren, tack your right hip back more. Yep, and then lift your right low belly a lot. Oh, good. And then draw up onto your right heel. Lift up onto your right heel and dig your right heel down and back. Hanuman. Deep devotion to who you truly are, who we truly are, what our values are. Good. Now drop that foot and send your left leg to the sky. Left leg up, back leg to the sky, standing split. Point that left toe to the floor so you really have that wonderful opportunity to square those hips. And then walk both hands in to hold your bottom ankle, the ankle that's on the floor. See if you can walk both hands in to hold that ankle. And one of the ways to do that is to look forward. Good, everybody. Drop back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Nice job. Nice job. Downward dog. Take it through your vinyasa of choice or none at all. Beautiful. Good girl. Nice job. What? No backwards roll? Gorgeous. Good. All right, here we go, everybody. Left foot forward. Right foot in just enough so both legs can go straight. Sorry, Allison, torture day for you. Yeah, I know. Thank God for Mr. Iyengar. Those blocks are magic. Gifts from God. Good. I want you to lift up onto that left heel, draw it down, pull it back, lift your left low belly a lot. Yep. Widen your sit bones a lot. Deepen your breath. Long, deep nose breathing. Nice. Anchor into your heart. And then lower that foot just gently to feel the floor first. So we recognize that support under our feet, and then swing that back leg up. Point the toes to the floor. If you have some sort of a feeling like you're out of alignment, do not let those toes point to the side. Alex, turn the toes down. Good, and then bring your hands back to maybe hold that ankle. Looking forward gives you a little bit more possibility to do that. And then lower everything to the front of your mat, standing forward. Bend, open and close your mouth. Sweep your arms out and up to the sky. Bring your hands to your heart center. Close your eyes and feel. I am. You allow yourself to be the beautiful soul that you are. You return to I am. No questions. Inhale your left knee into your chest, eyes are open. Tree pose, put your left foot inner thigh or below the knee. Press beautifully into that inner thigh or shin. Take your arms out to cactus arms. Draw your elbows slightly forward and begin to lean back into a back bend. Start to lean back into a back bend, but keep your chest lifted, your rib cage drawn in. Let your eyes float upward. And release, come on up. It's interesting to me how when we give ourselves permission to fall, we'll go a little further. When we don't give ourselves permission to fall, we'll stay at that place that feels safe. So on your second side, give yourself permission to fall. How is it that I can be set free? Feed yourself. How is it that I can be enlightened? Serve yourself. Go for it. Reach back. Take that back bend like you're going to do a backdrop here. You're going to go all the way back. And even if you're going to fall, you knew that you found a new place, new horizon, a new edge. That's it. Come on back. Beautiful, everybody. So good. Okay, take that. Was your right foot the first one? Or left?
Left.
Left was the first one that we did. Left ankle to right knee. And sit back to chair. Flex your foot. Good. Take the arms up and alongside those ears. Reach. Beautiful, everybody. Rise up. Really replace the foot down. Nice, Elisa. And change sides. Make sure you keep that foot flexed. Good, Ellen. Push that seat back so wide. That's what's going to support that opening, Alex. Push that sit bone so wide. Navel in, rib cage in. Great, Ronnie. And up you come. Good. Turn your feet wide, come into squat or chair. Great, Janet. And then lower all the way down onto your back, come into happy baby pose. Take your shins wide, but then hug your shins in. God bless you. Take your right ankle on top of your left knee. Hold your left thigh if you'd like or not. That's up to you. Lift your chest a little bit more. Soften your ribs. Flex both feet still. And then go ahead and slide your right knee on top of your left knee, but don't touch your shins. Let your arms float alongside the body. And then squeeze your shins toward each other, and then pull your shins away from each other, but keep your knees coming in towards your navel. Squeeze your shins in toward each other, and then pull your shins away from each other. But don't use your hands. Do that a couple of times. Squeeze, pull the navel in, and pull apart. Good. Inhale the legs up to the sky. Happy baby pose. Press your lower back into the floor. See how that feels. Lift your chest. Ankle to knee, second side. Left ankle on top of right knee. Enjoy your breath. Ramdas was talking about this deeper love that we commit to somebody else because somehow we think that when we fall in love with them, it's them that's the love, but it's them that triggered something inside of us that opened up to that love, which is us. It's not to say that that outer love is not exquisite. But once we realize that love is the funnel inside of us, then we start to see ourselves as love flowing. Then we see everyone as love flowing, and then everyone becomes that divine energy that we fall in love with. And we don't have to gather them and hold them hostage anymore. Everyone is love and everything is set free. Squeeze the knee on top of the knee. And then again, draw the knees in nice and close, and then pull the shins apart, and then pull the shins together. Pull the shins apart and pull the shins together. Try to keep the knees coming in. Your navel center will get activated here a lot. Good. And then squeeze the legs up to the sky. And draw your arms up to the sky. Close your eyes and breathe. Veronica's 37, by the way. She confirmed her birth age to me. Well, generally, so who's good at math here? What's 37? Lauren, how old are you? 26 and 33.
26.
Crap. What do we do? All right, what's 9 plus 6?
15.
What?
15.
15. And 5 and 1 is 6. All right, we have to do something 6 times then. I'll decide in a minute. Hug your knees into your chest. In Zoom land, do you guys all have a wall? Such a weird question. Can you roll up 6 times? Roll up and down 6 times. I just have this weird thing of liking, is that a word? I like to sing a happy birthday when people are upside down. Because I don't know that like anybody else does that to them. So I'd like to be very much like different. So what I'd like for you to do, is anybody else in Zoomland's birthday that I'm just ignoring because you didn't tell me? Because then we'll have to add more numbers. No? Liars. Okay, here we go. You're going to climb up the wall into an L-shaped handstand. If you don't know how to do that, you're just going to have your feet facing the wall like you're on your hands and knees, and then walk your feet up the wall. You might want to take off your socks. And we're going to sing happy birthday in L-shaped handstand. Look at Jen go up before anybody else going up. There you go. Nice. Yep, hips higher than feet. All right. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear, all three of you. Happy birthday to you. Come on down into child's pose. Yay! Enter I am. And all your problems will come into perspective. You'll understand why your karmas need to unfold. Unfinished business, that's all. Good. Okay, downward facing dog, please. Stepping your right foot forward, drop your left knee. And begin to travel into Hanumanasana. Take your time. Maybe you want to still do Ardha Hanumanasana, where you just keep your right hip on top of, your left hip on top of your left knee. There's lots of fun little gadgets to use blocks so that you can, place underneath your hamstring, your front hamstring. Keep those hips square there, Lauren. Just be careful not to send your right hip forward of your left. Good. Sit bones nice and wide. Nice, Angela. Yes. Breathing deep. Smile on your face. It was a long time ago that when I was teaching on a class in all Hanuman, I had a beautiful Indian student in the room, and she said, Hanuman knows this is a hard pose. Being Hanuman is not easy. Being that devotion of the divine, being God, it's not easy. Come on up, and let's switch sides. So Hanuman on the second side, left foot forward. And play with all your little tools. Maybe turn your left foot in and widen your left sit bone a lot. Maybe move your hips side to side. Maybe see what happens when you round your back and you get a little bit more space in that hamstring. And then notice what happens if you let your mind relax and you let your breath get a little deeper. Good. Inhale, come on up. Downward facing dog. Now step your right, actually, you know what? Walk or jump to the front of your mat. Place your hands on your hips, push down through your legs, rise up to stand. So we're going to do full frog. So if you want to take your blanket and lay it across your mat, just because your knees will really like that softness underneath it. And for everybody in the room, you guys can face me. For everybody that's on Zoom land, just face the long side of your mat. And then, so totally face me, yep. And then you're going to come into Prasarita Padottanasana, so do a forward bend. And then drop down to your knees. Yep, let your knees come down. Good. Yep. So we're going to drop our knees. We're going to turn our feet wide. And make sure that your knees and your shins and your ankles are in the same line. Now, if somebody is healing a knee right now, this might not be something that they feel comfortable doing. This looks really good. And if so, you can come into child's pose. Or you can come into Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees wide. But if we're in it together, walk your hands forward. And one of the things you want to play with is if you press your hips back or if you press your hips forward, what's going to give you more intensity or more of an edge? Keep your rib cage lifted though, super lifted in that rib cage. Yep. That's it, Linda. Perfect. That's it, Ellen. Yep. So do Baddha Konasana if this does not work for you. So Gwen, can you come onto your elbows? Can you come forward? Lift your butt up. Yeah, that's it. Yep. Keep your rib cage lifted. And then again, the idea is if I walk forward more or walk back more, where do I feel at my hips more? Keep your ribs lifted. Ribs up. Just another couple of breaths here. That's it. And then as you walk yourself back up, go back to Prasarita Padottanasana. Just pop your butt back up to the sky. And then walk your hands forward into a nice long dog. So you're on your long side of the mat with your legs nice and wide. And walk your hands forward. Good, Kathy. Push your hips back. Widen those legs, Linda. Just get a little more space there. Nice, Ellen. Great, Janet. Now walking your hands back in just a little bit, take your right arm up to the sky. Stay anchored in your heels and your toes. Right arm up to the sky. Push your inner left thigh more wide. Left thigh more wide. And then change to the other side. And then release down, walk to the front of your mat, downward facing dog. Come forward to plank, lower down to your belly and turn your cheek to the side, please. Rest. If you don't know who Hanuman is, he's the monkey god. And he is the one that reminds us to take a leap of faith into that I am. Trust it. Because maybe in any other world it would be too simple to think that that was the freedom that we deserve to know ourselves as I am. Consciousness. I am pure awareness. That's why we don't try things, right? They seem too simple. On your belly, turn your cheek to the other side and rest. Feel your back body. Breathe into your back body. Good. Reach back for your ankles. If you can't do that, you can come into Cobra. So you're going to have a choice here to take bow pose or rocking bow pose or rocking bow pose with breath of fire. If not Cobra, or any variation that you'd like. Whether rocking forward and back, really massaging that belly. Nice, Linda. Yep. Great, Patrice. Nice, Mia. Great, Susan. One more moment here. And relax. Turn your cheek to the side. The universe gives us these portals to this upgrade. Challenge, it says, is that if we are in a very negative mind, in a very toxic environment within our bodies and minds, that upgrade will not happen in the same way, right? Because it'll almost amplify what is. Amplifying what is when it's cleansing and purified. Press back to child's pose, please. I'm going to give you an opportunity for one more inversion. So if you would like to do shoulder stand, handstand, headstand, form balance, or if you would really just like to come into a restorative, you can always come to lie on your back and bring the soles of your feet together, or child's pose for a couple of moments. Wherever you are, breathe deeply. I am. Get ready to come on down when you're ready. Yeah. I can't wait to look. Sure. Oh, that was great. All right, come on down. And I had a little visitor come, sorry. Come on down and then bring yourself back up to sit when you're ready. I have a little present I have to open, so I'll open it in front of them. Oh my goodness. I'm opening a present. It's not my birthday. It's Ra's and it's
Our seventh.
7th anniversary. Oh, look at how beautiful this. Should I show you? These are my colors
I
too.
know that.
I know.
Another surprise.
Thank you. My son's 33rd birthday today. So how fun
Are
for
you the
me.
musician person that is giving us these beautiful music? And the website is great.
Yeah,
It's
it's crazy fun. Right, that's Andra. So Andra's the website, and Josh started
great.
it.
No, gosh, I know. 33. And you're only 39.
I know. I can't believe it, Roz. I love you. Okay.
Very lucky. I'm jealous in there.
Aw. All right. Let's take just a moment. Thumb and thumb and pointer finger come to touch. Rest that down on your knees. Close your eyes. Return to I am. I am. Maybe even say it out loud, seeing how your voice sounds with I am. I am. I am. I am. And you can stay here or come on down to lay on your back. If you want to take a final spinal twist, you're welcome to do that. Let your mind relax. Begin to deepen your breath. Let your body begin to stretch and yawn. Roll to your side, come on up to sit. Some of you know my favorite birthday song. You can sing it with me. On this day the Lord gave you life. May you use it to serve Him. All of our love and prayers will be with you. May you never forget Him. On this day the Lord gave you life. May you use it to serve Him. All of our love and prayers will be with you. May you never forget Him. On this day the Lord gave you life. May you use it to serve Him. All of our love and prayers will be with you. May you never forget Him. Bring your hands together, your heart center. Sliding your hands to the space between the eyebrows. Namaste. Happy birthday. Love, 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 love. I hope you have a beautiful day, everybody.
Thank you so much. Happy birthday, everyone.